All right, so I invite you to close your eyes, and we begin by tuning into the body, preparing the body to meditate.
Recording in progress.
So it's very good if our spine and the neck are pointing up toward the ceiling, feet flat on the ground. I like to roll my shoulders back a couple times, opening up the chest and the heart, and then palms on our lap. And then the next step of the basic practice is to observe the everyday breath, feeling the flow of air from the everyday breath, moving into the body and back out again. Observing any qualities of the everyday breath. Is it heavy? Is it light? Is there an emphasis on the inhale or the exhale? And this already is a practice in itself, the practice of feeling the everyday breath, observing the everyday breath. In heart rhythm meditation, we go further. We like to deepen the breath. And so we take the intervention to breathe more fully, gradually letting comfort be our guide. I invite you to put one of your hands over the belly and just feeling the belly expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. And if you're not doing so already, I invite you to breathe in and out through the nose. Today we'll be going into the earth element theme of meditations, and the breathing pattern for the earth element, the earth breath, so to speak, is breathing in and out through the nose. The next step in our basic practice is to make the focus of our attention, or to place our attention on our physical hearts. So I invite you to put your other hand over your heart, over the chest. And as we continue to breathe deeply, we just focus our attention on the heart center. It may feel as though we're breathing in and out from the heart. After all, the lungs and the heart are very close. And at this point, we always are looking for the heartbeat or the pulse, which comes over time if we have this as our daily practice. Seeing if we can have that sensation of pulsation on the inhale and the heart and the exhale. Our theme today is healing, healing. I invite you to take that in, seeing what arises within us, what's alive in us, with this theme of healing. So we'll go further into this journey into the earth element. So we begin the earth element practice by exhaling from the heart, taking the energy of the exhale and breathing down, down the heart, down the spine, down the root, the base of the spine, and the legs. And it's as if the breath is seeping down like roots deeper and deeper into the earth on the exhale. So with every exhale, the intention is to breathe further and further down. And then with every inhale, we breathe up in the same way through the legs, through the base of the spine, up the spine to the heart. Fresh life force energy from our home planet, from Mother Earth. So we exhale down, rooting down further and further below all the different layers of sediment and history of the planet. We reach even the heart of the earth, the molten hot core of the earth. The earth has a pulsation. It's called a Schumann frequency, a very slow and steady and grounding pulsation. And when we're doing the earth breath, my recommendation is to let go and release on the exhale all that no longer serves us. You know, today, all the challenges, maybe the anxieties of the day, everything we carry with us to this present moment, the challenges with the people in our lives, and breathe that down to the earth. And the earth receives it. It's a reciprocal relationship in the same way that our very exhale becomes nourishment for plants. The earth renews and recreates what we give it into new life. And that new life we breathe up fresh, new, revivifying energy on the inhale, back up through our roots and our heart. All right, and so can begin to return back to the everyday breath, coming back from the practice, feeling the feet on the ground, feeling ourselves sitting in the chair. If you like, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right, so we'll be retracing our steps from before. I invite you to close your eyes. And then, just like before, begin by tuning into the body, preparing the body for some time of repose, of stillness, and inward time, giving the body any necessary attention, adjusting our posture if necessary. Usually we want the bottom of the hips against the bottom of the back against the chair, back of the chair. But then the top of the back doesn't touch the chair because we're pointing straight up, more of an alert seated position. And then we turn our attention back to the breath again, breathing in and out through the nose. Getting back in touch with the qualities of the breath, feeling any emotions riding on the breath. Just like before, I invite you to put one of your hands over the belly, deepening the full, soft belly breath. A full breath brings more oxygen into the bloodstream, soothes the nervous system, brings feel-good chemicals into the body. We like to say in our tradition that breath is life. And so just this simple practice of putting our hand over the belly a couple times a day can make a big difference. And then I invite you to put your other hand over the chest of the heart. And then our physical heart becomes the focus of our attention. If we're feeling the pulsation of the heartbeat and there's a deep breath, this is heart rhythm meditation, the basis, the real base for almost all of our practices. And then just like before, we'll continue the steps of rooting back down to the earth, letting our exhale seep down like roots down into the earth, releasing that which no longer serves us, strengthening the bond and the link that we have to our home planet that is always there, from our heart to the planet's heart, from our heart to Mother Earth's heart. And then on the inhale, receiving the perfect antidote, pure life. Is such a magnanimous being, always below us, always available. Think of all the great oceans and mountains, what we are connecting to, all the different forms of life, from the birds, the animals, the plant life. all the great history from all the ages, all the great wisdom. This is an ally that is always with us, and that our bodies are made from, our physical body is made from, and will return to. And so now we're going to take this practice a little bit further. We're going to work with the width of the heart. We often meditate in different dimensions: the width of the heart, the vertical dimension of the heart, the forward dimension of the heart, and there's the inner dimension of the heart. So the width is really wonderful complement to the earth element. And so now it's as if we're a tree that's rooted into the earth, and we're going to extend out on the left and this right side with the breath. And so with every inhale and every exhale, there's an infinite extension to the left and the right of the heart. So we're breathing in and out from the left and the right. You may feel some sensations along the rib cage, where it's like we're breathing in from infinitely to the left and the right, and breathing back out infinitely to the left and the right. There's no limitation. We can even extend our arms out for a little bit to kind of get the energy moving and started. And the effect of working with this practice over time is we develop a broad heart. And maybe someone comes to mind for you, someone that reminds you of this quality of a broad heart, someone that's very generous, safe, peaceful. These are a lot of the qualities of the broad heart, and a lot of the qualities we associate with the earth. Gratefulness, peace, harmony, generosity. And of course, this is a wonderful restorative practice for ourselves. And however, if you want to take it a little further, we can do it for another as well. And so as you're breathing in and out from the left and the right, you can put a person's name on the breath, on the inhale and the exhale. And I think what is even a little bit better is if we have a sensation of the heartbeat, we can put that person's name on the heartbeat. And this, I mean, for myself, I'm always practicing on another 90% of my practices. I'm very often doing this. For me, it becomes easier. I have another to practice on, and it makes me want to practice so much more, brings so much more feeling and love into the practice if there's another that I'm practicing for. So now we're going to continue to meditate to a piece of music. It can be wonderful to practice to music. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.